Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news updates. Niger Delta militants launch Operation Hunger Lion. They have cancelled all ceasefire agreements entered with FG. That is what is happening now. That the coalition of Niger Delta militants has cancelled the ceasefire it declared several years ago and declared what it called Operation Hunger Lion over the present economic challenges. Yes, especially the people of the Niger Delta, they are facing. Yes, the economic crunch, the hunger, the extreme poverty facing the people of Niger Delta in the midst of plenty. Yes, the midst of plenty. Now, the coalition said it also demanded that the group managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL), that's Mili Kyari, and his team to be probed and made to account for the missing 164 billion naira and hereafter sacked. Yes, look at what the coalition said, quote, "We have observed that the present corruption in the country has reached its peak, especially in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, NNPCL, power sector, education and steel. While we waited and hoped for a change in attitude from the people saddled with the responsibilities in the aforementioned ministry and agencies, it is now obvious that they are not willing to change or toe the path of honor and be accountable. The coalition unanimously resolved as follows. We hereby want to state that NNPCL, being the current importer of petroleum products in the country, has failed woefully with a high level of corruption and fraud despite selling fuel for over 700 naira per liter. The citizens are subjected to constant torture and suffering before they can buy fuel. A kilogram of cooking gas is over 1,500 naira now, and even kerosene is no longer affordable by the citizens anymore. Mr. Milikiari and his team should account for the missing 164 billion naira from the coffers of the NNPCL with immediate effect. This can only happen when incompetent and wicked people are saddled with responsibilities over the people. We want to state here that before the appointment of Mr. Milikiari as the GMD of NNPC, the Port Harcourt and Warren refineries were still functional and production was at 60%. However, as soon as Milikiari took over as GMD of the NNPC, all the refineries were automatically shut down for reasons best known to him as his cohorts, despite the billions of naira budgeted by the federal government every year to revamp and resuscitate these refineries, yet none is working. Mr. Mile Kyari should explain the ownership of the refinery in Malta, where his cronies normally export our crude, refine and import it again to us at higher cost. The reason why they keep sabotaging every effort to make Nigeria's refinery productive. It is with deep sense of responsibility that we state here that NDDC and the Ministry of Niger Delta Development and Presidential Amnesty Program is a scam, conduit pipe and not useful to the people of the Niger Delta. The Ministry of Niger Delta has not executed any life-touching project or intervention in the region, while NDDC, on the other hand, is being used as a conduit pipe by politicians at the detriment of the Niger Delta people. It is pertinent to note that the road projects constructed by NDDC in the Niger Delta region are substandard and do not usually last up to 3 years. The government should release funds owed to the NDDC and Ministry of Niger Delta to fast-track development in the Niger Delta region, while we call on the government to approve the past board of NDDC and former ministers in the Ministry of Niger Delta over failure and fraud. We demand immediate sack of Mr. Miele Kiawi, top management of NNPCL and subsidiaries, while we call on the government to prosecute these individuals over fraud and embezzlement. We demand a probe of Mele Kyari and his team over the missing billions of naira, as alleged by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. We also call on the sack of the Minister of State, Federal Minister of Petroleum, Resources, Oil, and the Minister of State, Federal Minister of Petroleum, Gas, over incompetence and corruption. This is because they have failed Nigerians at this critical time. End of quote. Now this is their statement. The statement of the militants. Yes, the militant that has cancelled the ceasefire agreement reached with government several years ago. Look at them who signed. Henshaw for Bakassi freedom fighters. Major General Ibn Abo Hoshfall for the Niger Delta Movement for Justice. Major General Duke Emanson for Niger Delta Fighters Network. Major General Ini Behe Adams for Niger Delta Freedom Mandate, and Major General Abiy Taria for Niger Delta Development Network. Yes, you have Major General Joshua Ebere for the renewed movement for emancipation of the Niger Delta. Major General Jeremiah Anthony for movement for actualization of Niger Delta Republic. Major Francis Okorafor for Niger Delta Freedom Redemption Army, and Colonel Nelson Okochi Walter for Niger Delta Liberty Organization. These are the militants. They understand, or they signed, or they undersigned. Yes. So that is it. They are talking about the ceasefire agreement they reached with the central government. They said it's no longer holding. They have scattered it. Yes. No more ceasefire. So what is happening in the country calls for the cancellation of the ceasefire. Yes. So the people are suffering. Endemic poverty. Hunger. Scorching hunger. Yes. And they are talking about, with all these monies in billions of dollars coming out from Nigeria, and you're telling them that they have to endure. Endure what? So they have cancelled all the ceasefire agreement. They said Operation Hunger Lion. They are starting it again. This time around, Operation Hunger Lion. That's the code for their agitation now, for their militancy in the Niger creeks. Operation Hunger Lion. Operation Hunger Lion. Yes. So that is it. They say these guys are in Abuja looting money, resources in the Niger Delta. Not giving them anything. Looting money. Definitely they'll have collaborators from every region. They are oppressing. Yes. So they are looting money. The NNPCL, the NDDC, and the Ministry of Niger Delta, they are all scam, according to them. So they are scam. They are scam. Nothing to show for the billions of dollars they are collecting from Niger Delta. There's nothing. It's all scam. So they are going to renew the offensive actions in the Niger Delta creeks in the coming days. And they have tagged it Operation Hunger Lion. Yes, Hunger Lion. That is it. Hunger Lion is coming. Hunger Lion. When the lion is hungry, you know what it can do. Yes? The lion is hungry. They said, Hunger Lion. The lion, they're hungry and they're out of, wherever they have been kept. So they are enraged. They're going out in full force to attack, to get food. Yes. When you see a hungry lion, you know what we're talking about.